Right there, 28 pounds. Baby, my first jack. I love it, I love it, I love it. Top water is the best way to go. All right, remember, you're just one cast away. Fish out loud. Woo! Hey, welcome. This is Sig Taylor with Fish Out Loud. Welcome to Navarre Beach here. Stay tuned for some fish catching action as I show off my two top inshore baits here. One is a lipless crankbait. The other one is a mega dog that I use for bass fishing, which I switched over. I'm going to show you the beach from Pensacola Beach all the way to Destin, and then I'm going to show you how to switch out the hooks, some tricks that I use, okay, to catch these big inshore fish, whether I'm fishing, walking the beach here, or I'm fishing inshore, or the sound that we have here. All right, so stay tuned for some fish catching action. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna keep this real simple here. I am going to show you some of my favorite places here when you come down to the Panhandle of Florida, the Emerald Coast. One of my favorite places to walk the beach is Fort Pickens, okay? And what I like about Fort Pickens is there's just so much beach available, and you've got a lot of people coming down here to vacation. But if you're gonna grab your rods, spinning or bait caster, and you're gonna be throwing a stick bait, many other names for it, but I call it a stick bait, or you're gonna be throwing a lipless crankbait, a lot of different names for that too. Rattle trap, stick bait is a spook. Remember to switch the hooks out and use single hooks. All right. And if you can see right here, one of the areas I like to walk is, I'll go over all the way up to Fort Pickens here, and I'm gonna go into satellite here just to show you. All right, here we go. You can park right about here, and then you can just walk right down to the beach here. And I love to cover this area. Why is that? Well, this is the inlet to Pensacola Bay, all right, from the Gulf. And these fish, lots of activity. I call this a funnel. So early in the morning, I will come out here. I will walk the beach, keep an eye open for activity. At the same time, I'm casting. Now, I'm going to have two, as I've mentioned, two rods handy. One is going to be top water, and the other one is going to be a lipless crankbait. This is fairly shallow water, and when I am throwing my top water and I'm walking the dog back and forth, it's usually pretty calm. It starts getting rough out there, it just loses its effect. Or I'm switching up and using my lipless crankbait. Now, I work that a little bit differently. You can throw it out there and cast it and start to retrieve it. However, what I like to do is I like to just let it hit the bottom, and you can tell when you're at the bottom. It's not very deep. When I'm saying not very deep, it's anywhere from 1 foot to 6 to 8 foot. And when you let it hit the bottom, your line will go slack. And what I like to do is I like to kind of just rip it a little bit. What I mean by ripping it is I take my tip and I'll just lift it up about 2 foot. And what happens is that lifts that bait up and then drops it back down on the bottom. And that imitates a wounded bait fish, okay? And they just love to crush that. So this is Fort Pickens area. Oh, looks like we foul hooked some type of array. Gosh darn. All right, gonna get them unhooked. Come on, let's go. I know, let's go. Get you unhooked here. Gosh. Hold on. Let's go over here. Come on. Let's go over here. I'll unhook you. Just hold on. Get you on a little bit of even ground. Come on. All right, let's see if I can get him unhooked real quick here. Come here. All right. Come here. Gosh darn. Let's go. Let's get a wave in here. Get him up here. There we go. Come on. Let's get you unhooked here, buddy. I'll get you unhooked. There's one. There's two. All right. There he goes, right back in the water. That's awesome. All right, a little tug. Love the tug. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. All right, that was a ray. Back in the water. Let's start looking for some other fish here as we walk the beach. Remember, you're just one cast away. I got a monster of a fish here. I don't know what it is. Monster fish going on here. He smoked it. Oh my. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. I see him out there. I don't know. My eye can't, it looped loose here. See if I can keep that in there. First time that happened. All right. I'm backing up here. And then I'm going to reel. Oh my, come on. I don't know what I got here, but he thunked it pretty good. He thunked it pretty good. Uh-oh, uh-oh. All right. Kind of bringing them. Oh, what is that? I don't know what it is, but it's coming in close. Keep backing up a little bit here. What it is. Still don't know what it is.
That's a monster. There we go. Now that's about time. I got a big red. That's about time. Look at that baby. Look at that thing. All right, I'll try to get him. Woo! There we go. All right, let's get this thing big old bull red. All right. Look at that. He's not happy either. Look at him stand right there, baby. Right there. That's awesome. All right, can I kind of get my camera here?
Now I happen to, I'm going to work my way down the beach here. You know, I happen to live in the Navarre beach, and there's just a lot of sandbar. I call it the sandbar, but there's Navarre Beach fishing pier, and I like to go as far as I can east. When you come over here, go as far as you can east, and there's the kayak ramp. If you're bringing a kayak, great. But I like to start there, and I'll walk down this way here. I'm always keeping my eye on the water, especially in the summer months. These fish, they come up shallow, and that is an awesome time to get these fish to crush your bait right from shore. Or I'll wade out knee deep or go as far as waist deep.
All right, we're back, and they're busting like crazy out in front of me. Let's see if I can reach them. Oh, that should be right in the middle of them. Here we go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Eat it. Eat it. Oh, there he is. There he is. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This is awesome, man. It's just about every cast now since they've moved in closer. I'm out here waiting. Navarre Beach. Ah, wow. This is a monster. Oh, he's off. No, he's swimming the waves in. Come on, baby, jump. They're known for their acrobatics, just like tarpon. That's why they call them poor man's tarpon. Woo, but they're called ladyfish too. Oh, this guy's, I don't know what I got here. Got one, it's a big ladyfish. This guy's got a fight to it. What is it? Oh, I foul hooked him. Awesome. That's gonna be an easy release here with my pliers. Oh, this is awesome. All right, I'm gonna release them here and be right back. Remember, you're just one cast away. All right, we got some rays down here. Awesome. Take a look at that, if you guys can see that from the water here. As I'm looking for fish, there they go. Look at that. That's awesome. Here on Navarre Beach, Florida. Look at those rays. Out there just having some fun.
And the other place I'm going to show you is now Destin. We're going to go down. We've got Okaloosa Island. Awesome place for walking. But here is the entrance to Destin Harbor, the Choctawhatchee Bay. And again, where am I going to be? I'm going to be in the ambush point. So I'm going to be fishing these point, get across over to here, fish this point. Again, first thing in the morning before too many people get up and start walking about. And those fish, they come in close. They'll drive that bait right up there and crush them. So two best baits for inshore fishing. If you got a boat, just look for grass. Look for grass. You've got a lot of fish, redfish, speckled trout, and then the occasional tarpon. Jack crevalle comes in there like an F-16 fighter jet. Be ready for them. So I hope that helps. Taking you all the way from Pensacola to Navarre Beach to Destin. I'm looking for very obvious places that these fish will come in. You can walk a lot of beach, have a lot of fun enjoying this the outdoor sea life, but if you want to catch fish, look for something that's just a little bit different than the rest of the beach, okay? I hope that helps.
There he is.
Oh.
Nice, dude. First cast.
Is that the crank?
Yeah, it's on the crank, or it's on the big
No?
lipless.
Yeah, lipless.
Heck yeah, see.
Was that even like down far, or was that right at the top?
It was sinking.
Probably a catfish.
He's pulling you pretty good, Sig.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't go down. Don't go.
That seems like a freaking stiff rod. A beast.
No. No, don't go dead on me.
It's a big cat, I think.
I know.
Dude. Chow that thing. We should feed a cat to the cat.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Little cat. Meow. They're supposed to taste good.
Yeah, they do. If you want to eat one of those, man, I'll flay it.
No, you can eat it.
Do you want to keep it, dude? Or should we just... That's a big freaking sail.
Yeah.
You want to throw them in the well and then we can to the side? I mean, we can always toss them back. Do you have a way to get them out of the well without...
Ready?
Like, you have lippers or something?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Swing them?
What are you going to do?
Now I'm going to swing them in the live well.
We're
I'm going to swing them in the live well.
God, just
See if
don't
we take
swing
them
them
home
into
to
my
eat 'em.
leg. That's a solid fish, dude. You have to hit a button to...
Oh, right in the live well. All right. One of the things I do when I'm inshore fishing here on the beach of Florida and a lot of these inland bays or sound is I will take trebles off. I hardly ever fish with trebles anymore because it's just a mess. And you got to watch out. These fish are massive, massive fish. And a single hook is just much better, much easier. They're not finicky like a bass. Down here, when these fish are ready to see something and they see this, they're gonna crush it because they want to eat it. They don't have to think about it. They're gonna come after it. So really important. Some of the hooks that I like using is the octopus hook, okay? It's, I use depending on the bait that I use, but this 6-inch, I usually put a 9/0 back here, and in the front, I'll put a 6 or a 7/0. All right, just depending on the size of the bait. I'll let you determine what size you want to use, but that's usually what I go with right there, if you can see that.
Oh! Yeah!
Be careful! That's not a lot of line.
I know.
Not a lot of line.
I know, I'm keeping tension. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. All right. I'm going to put these in some water here shortly, just to show you what makes them look so good in the water. Okay, hopefully the illustration and the water example I'm about to give you works as good as I think it's going to. All right, we'll be right back. All right, I've got the stock bait, by the way, which is an awesome bait as soon as this comes out of the package. Like I say, I just like to change it over, take these stainless steel O-rings and do braid O-rings. That's just my personal. For bass, I want treble hooks, but when I'm fishing for inshore big fish like jack crevalles or redfish, I want to have a single hook here, okay? Now, these baits are designed perfectly out of the package. So Strike King did an awesome job on this. If you take a look, you see it's the back end sits in the water more. So I've got to try to duplicate that when I use these single hooks. They're octopus hooks. In the back I have a 9/0. In the front this time I have a 6/0. I vary it between a 6 and a 7, depending on what you want. So now we're ready to take these out into the water and start walking the dog. And I'm gonna be teaching you how to walk the dog with these baits. But when you come down here and you're inshore fishing for these big monster fish, these baits are killer. To walk the dog properly, you got to take your tip and point it down. You want nice and easy back and forth. Take that tip, get it down there, let the tip do the work. There is some real action involved too, but this is how you walk a dog, nice and easy. Something about this redfish sees this bait and they say to themselves, well, there's a mullet I can smoke. So walk along the beach, walk along the sound, walk along the bay, or in a boat, doesn't matter. Find grass, you're gonna find redfish, and the occasional torpedo I call the Jack Crevalle. All right, I hope this helps. Remember, inshore fishing, they crush this bait. Remember, you're just one cast away. I said, I don't even want to be around this thing. Wherever it's at, let's go the other way. Well, darn it, had one swirl. So much for redfish eating.
Oh shit, you're on.
Oh, I'm on.
You're on like a...
Oh,
that was beautiful.
he doesn't even know he's hooked yet.
That was beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Beautiful.
He doesn't even know he's hooked yet, and I got a drag that's not even dragging. Oh, oh my, oh my. Oh, oh, that's a monster. He doesn't even know he's hooked yet.
He's gonna know. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. That's a good, at least a 12, if not bigger.
Oh, 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 oh. All right, I'm going to show you how to tie a split ring knot. But before I do, I want to share with you why it's important that when the big money's on the line and you're just going for big fish, why it's important. So these still have the stainless steel split rings attached to the hook from the bait. Now take that and then just turn it. You see, you might get about a 3/4 turn on that. You see that? And when you get a big fish and you got that big fish on and he's turning and you may be pulling the other way, chances are that you rip that hook out of their mouth is pretty good. What I've done here, and this is particular my setup down here for inshore fishing on the Emerald Coast here on Florida's Panhandle. I'm using 80-pound braid O-ring. So just watch this as this goes through as I start to turn. There's one turn and there's 2 turns. So from a 3/4 turn, with just a standard out of the package 3/4 turn, I can get about 2 turns. I mean, that fish can turn, and chances are I'm going to keep them on a lot longer. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you what I do down here when I start going after these big bull reds, Jack Crevalles, or any other big fish that wants to eat this topwater bait. By the way, it is a KVD Mega Dog, which I use for bass fishing, but man, these fish down here love it too, okay? Also, I use a 30-pound steel leader on here because, you know, some of these fish are very toothy and you want to make sure you keep them on here. So here we go. I've got 80-pound braid. I have a torch, and then my scissors are somewhere. There they are. So I'm going to cut probably a good piece, you know, probably 24, 28 inches. I am then going to take that braid and line up both ends like this. Okay. I'm going to take this other end and I'm going to go through the bait. Then I'm going to go through the hook like so. And I've still got a big tag end here. Now, really important, this next step. All right, so I'm going to take this, I've run it through. I'm going to take this part of the braid. I'm going to separate it. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to
create a little loop here, like so. All right, see that little loop? All right, then I'm gonna take these two ends, I'm gonna run it through this half loop, and then I'm gonna cinch it up carefully, like so. Still gonna give me a loop. Now, I have different sizes of, and in this case, I'm using a Phillips screwdriver. The size of the screwdriver, the size, whatever diameter this is going to be how big the O-ring is. So I'm going to take it and just take it like that. And that's how big my O-ring is going to be. And then I'm going to do a simple granny knot. And that is pretty much, I'm going to make sure I've got it straightened up here. And then I'm going to tie one granny knot. I'm going to tie another granny knot, like so. Then I'm going to cut my braided line. And before I do anything, I'm going to take my torch, and one thing about braid, I do this with every knot I tie with when I'm using braid, and that is it creates a little ball. So in every case there is ever any slippage, that little ball take care of it. So just like that, cools off pretty quick. I'm gonna take my round diameter, which happens to be, and that is the size of my O-ring, and I've got an 80-pound O-ring, which now goes once, twice, this one's a little bit bigger, so about 2.5 times rotation. So if that fish decides to start spinning, okay? And this is a pretty solid knot, all right? And that right there is your braided O-ring knot. I hope that helps. Remember guys, you're just one cast away. I may have to put that other top water on. I got him. There he is.
Nice.
There he is. Finally.
Nice.
Got him.
Oh, that's a nice fish.
I got a nice one.
That's a nice one. I'll look at that right
Yeah.
now. That's a good one.
We got a nice one on here. We got a nice one on, baby. Oh yeah. About time. About time, baby.
Nice. That was a huge hit too.
I know. I got him.
I knew it was something blue.
Woo!
It was gonna be a good one.
I knew we were just one cast away. Fish out loud. He has no idea he's hooked yet. I got it.
Good fish.
He has no idea he's hooked yet. He's coming in. Oh, he's close.
There's tailing right off the bat right there too.
Oh, here he goes. Oh, it's a monster.
There it is.
Dude, that's a monster.
Where's he at? Oh, I see him.
You can extend that net too if you want.
Left side.
You can extend that net
Bring
too.
him up. I can't see him. I need to.
I know. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna
That's
not.
bull red. It's a bull red. Big bull red. Big bull red.
Hold on. No. Wait till you see him. Wait till you see him.
He went under. Don't
I know he did. No, trolling motor's not on.
Well, if he gets wrapped around there, you're screwed.
Okay, here he goes. He's out. Okay, you can extend that net. Get that net longer. Oh!
my God. Oh, shit. Oh my God. All right. Next time he comes out, I'm grabbing him.
He's hiding under here.
I know. Ready?
Oh, no. He's not ready yet.
Holy cow.
I got to get him away from that frickin'.
He's right.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
He sees the net, that's why. Oh my God. Ready? Oh, I almost got him.
What? Hold on a second.
Oh, let's go!
That's a monster!
Holy
Woo! That's a monster! Oh my!
Holy shit!
Oh my! That's a
Oh my
monster!
gosh!